Yer, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Cam, and I'm back with another reaction video. How you guys feeling? How you guys doing? How you guys day going? Comment down below. Let me know how you guys are feeling. Today we're reacting to Stockton, where dad shot at his kid's birthday party and jailed after. Mom finally speaks. Now, for those that are not familiar with the situation, there was a shootout that happened in Stockton, California, a few days ago, where two kids and I think two adults got shot and killed. And then a bunch of people got shot up in a crossfire. So first and foremost, I want to start off by saying, those individuals rest in peace. My condolences go out to their loved ones and anyone that may have been affected by the situation. Unfortunately, multiple people did lose their life in the situation. We're gonna start off by sending our prayers and condolences out to those that may have been affected. This street shit is nothing to play with. You understand? And I think a lot of people take it for a joke. How hard or how far people are willing to take things, and you just never know until it's too late. You understand? So I think it's better to, one, either stay out of the streets, or two, try to keep your life separate. I know it's kind of hard when you get around your loved ones and shit. You just never know when somebody's going to retaliate. So it's better for you to either get out of this shit, stay away from the shit, or try to keep your loved ones away from the shit, because at the end of the day, bullets don't got no name, and you never know how far your enemy is willing to take some shit, depending on how they feel. So with that being said, that's enough chit chat. Let's get into this video and see what's going on. Before we get into this video, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe with the like button, turn on post notifications so you're notified every time I post a new video. Also, if you guys have any videos that you'd like for me to react from social media sites in the description below, feel free to send them in and I'll react to them. With that being said, let's get right into this video.
If I could do anything to prevent this, I would. I threw a birthday party for my little daughter. She actually turned 2, and I just wanted all my family to come together, and everybody's getting together around and just start cutting the cake, and all we heard was gunshots, and everybody just fell to the ground. It was just unexpected.
Shooting at a child's party is crazy, first and foremost.
My party, bro. Y'all don't understand. And I know everybody just bypass me and be like, she ain't lose nobody. Like, she didn't lose her kid, like, or she didn't do this, or she didn't do that. She should never had that party, or ain't nothing would have happened. Like, y'all can't have that type of attitude. Y'all can't have that type of, like, y'all can't have that type of attitude with me. Y'all can't be like that with me, because it wasn't my fault. It was nobody's fault. Nobody even knew that was going to happen. I tried to bring everybody together. Literally, I thought we was all having a good time until all that stuff happened.
Imagine throwing your kid a birthday party and you end up getting shot in the process. The perpetrator's still on the run. He got an $80,000 reward on his head from the FBI. And you, on the other hand, you get arrested. Not for what happened, but for being around your own crew, who, according to the feds, were known gang members. And according to people there, were the intended targets. And we all know, when you're a felon being around any known gang members, that's another felony in itself. But check this out. Intended, and according to people there, were the intended targets. And we all know, when you're a felon being around any on his head from the FBI, and you, on the other hand, you get arrested. Not for what happened, but for being around your own crew, who, according to the feds, were known gang members. And according to people there, were the intended targets.
You see what I'm saying? Where people want to try to mix their street life with their personal life, bro. That shit don't mix, bro. That shit don't mix. You understand? One's one way, one's the other. When you try to bring that shit together, you understand? That's when shit like this happens. People see their ops, don't care who's in the background. They want to get their lick back and want to fire at them and whoever's there. You understand? And again, bullets don't got a name on it. So whenever they start flying, whoever they hit just gets struck, and that's the end of it. But this is what I'm saying. You shouldn't try to merge your street life and family life together, because then you get your loved ones hurt, and look who loses at the end.
We all know, when you're a felon being around any known gang members, that's another felony in itself. But check this out, fam. So I was in the middle of working on another story. Then I end up coming across some information about the story we just covered yesterday, the mass shooting in Sacramento. Now, within the last hour alone, I gathered new information. Not just about the dad, the rappers, them being shot, but even more gruesome details about how this entire night went down. And I'm gonna say this out the gate, fam. It get worse. And I also have to say this. Someone inside that establishment gave out the location.
No
and I
way.
know it might seem cliche, but I want you guys to understand what I'm saying here. We all know jealousy is a huge factor here. We got people who supposed to be connected within their own crew. You got the mom who hosted this event, and that shouldn't even matter, but it's information that some may not know. Have 3 kids with 3 different members from the same gang. We don't know if that played a part in who who was there? Was all three there? Did one give out the location? But you gotta keep in mind, fam, for someone to give out this address during this moment is someone very close. It wasn't
That's
broadcast on
wild. We
social
ain't gonna
media.
skip past
Now,
that, gang. I'm saying we're not gonna skip past that. Show nigga said she got 3 kids by 3 different members in the same. That's wild.
Information that some may not know. Have 3 kids with 3 different members from the same gang. We don't know if
That's
that played a part
wild.
in who was there. Was all 3 there? Did one give out the location? But you gotta keep in mind, fam, for someone to give out this address during this moment is someone very close. It wasn't broadcast on social media. Now, we also hear from a father who lost his 14-year-old son. A dad who had to watch it happen with his own eyes. A man trying to shield both of his kids because he had more than 2 there that night. Trying to cover his daughter, trying to get to his son, and realizing it was already too late. But what really pushed me to bring this back to you guys immediately was the mom. The mom who hosted the party. She has now spoken twice. Once right after the news crew arrived, and again the following day after leaving downtown. And the second time, she opened up even more about what she saw, what she heard, and what she had to live through that night. Whether she intended to or not, she revealed details that paint a much clearer and honestly, a much darker picture of what really happened that night. And that's why we here, fam, to make sure our family in Sacramento and surrounding areas is on point. So you can call this an update, but this is information that needs to be spreaded to the family. Because this story is still developing. The person responsible is still out there, and the community is still hurting. So before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I won't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. Now, 2 days later, a sign that screams Nyla's second birthday. A label rested in the parking lot of 1937 Lucille Avenue in Stockton. Frozen in time, filled with half-eaten food in the background. As mentioned, this was a site that hosted a child's birthday party that became the scene of a mass shooting that killed 4 people, 3 of them children, and wounded 11. The shooting occurred right before 6 p.m. Saturday in the unincorporated area of Stockton. Monday, authorities continued searching for suspects, and the city continued searching for answers as the FBI to offer an $80,000 reward for information into the shooting. Now, for those who didn't check the first video out, I'll leave the link in the bio. I advise you to do so before checking this out. The rapper Nano, who's also the dad of the kid who was hosting the party, he ended up getting arrested after the mass shooting. Him, alongside another named Billy Williams, aka Dougie, was also arrested. Now, as mentioned in the last video, based on information that they put out online, they allegedly affiliated with MB and Flyboys. Also in attendance was the rapper MB Nail, who was allegedly shot. But not only was he shot, right next to him was a 14-year-old kid who was seconds away from shaking his hand. His dad, who's not even from Stockton, came up to the birthday party because his son was a huge fan of the rapper.
Damn,
he ended up
bro.
getting struck by a masked gunman who didn't shoot from the parking lot, fam, who walked inside the establishment and started to shoot. So not only was he brave enough to hop out on feet, but he managed to get away. And on top of that, he knew kids was in there. Now, fam, the 14-year-old victim was later identified by his parents as Amari. May he rest in peace and love and condolences to his family. Now, I want you guys to hear from his dad.
Or suspects still on the run, the FBI offering $50,000 for an arrest, and that's on top of the
That's a different kind of hatred, a different kind of evil. When you walk in an establishment or walk in a building and you see kids in there, you still open fire. That's a different kind of animal that you are. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not from the streets, but you know, certain street codes, you know, people live by, you know of them being in the surroundings of them. Women and kids was always off target, off limits. Nowadays, that don't exist. You understand? Women catch strays, kids get walked down on, kids walking down on kids. This shit is insane, bro. Dead ass insane. I advise any and everybody, if you know somebody that's a gang member, possibly affiliated, hanging out with them, stay the hell away from them. You understand what I'm saying? You don't know who they beefing with, who they got ops with, who's looking for them. You just never know. And before you become a victim of their bullshit, it's better to stay far away from them. That kid had nothing to do with that party. Just wanted to walk up and say hello, and got struck. That shit is crazy, bro.
$5,000 already.
This is why me personally, this is why I be walking up to more reason why I don't be walking up to like celebrities and shit. You never know who's after them. You never know who's after them. You think it's shit sweet, cool, and dandy. after he just dissed 12 homeboys and 6 dead niggas, and then they come and fire at him, and you standing right next to the nigga, you getting hit too. He might grab you and use you as a shield, try to avoid getting hit, because he don't want to get hit. That shit is crazy, bro.
Offered by Crime Stoppers,
Rest in peace,
Stockton Mayor Christina Fugazi and Councilwoman Mariela Ponce. Now, within the last few hours, we've also learned the others who were wounded, ranging in age from 8 to 35.
So we have your reporters covering every angle of this mass shooting, including calls from the Stockton mayor for asking for federal resources to fight gang violence. But first, we're hearing from the family of that 14-year-old victim killed in this shooting.
So awful. It's an interview you'll see only on CBS 13. Your reporter Tori Apodaca sat down with that family for an emotional interview, as you can imagine, that may be hard for some viewers to hear. Tori.
Dominic Marley, it truly was a chilling conversation. That family is not from Stockton, but they traveled here for a child's birthday party. What started as an innocent celebration turned into a massacre.
So
the father of 14-year-old Amari Peterson says that his son was really looking forward to meeting one of the rappers who was at this party. He says that his son was just about to shake hands with one of them when the bullets went flying. Their pain is still very raw, and we want to warn you that it may be hard to hear some of these details.
I have an image of my son dying in my head over and over and over and over. Then him smiling, then him walking away, then him smiling, then he coming, like, I just keep seeing my son in my head.
It's painful images Patrick Peterson is now stuck replaying of his 14-year-old son, Amari, who was shot to death while at a child's birthday party.
You know, his nickname was Ferrari Mari. That was my nickname for him.
Ferrari Mari. He was fast.
Yeah, he was really fast.
Images unlike the hundreds he has of Amari smiling, hung on the walls of his home.
Oh my God, he took my baby. He took my baby.
Countless memories he's now holding close.
Maybe I should have just dove in front of the bullets and maybe he'll still be alive.
When bullets started flying, Peterson says it felt unreal. He grabbed his baby girl to duck behind a kitchen counter and then rushed to Amari when he saw he was down.
I'm on top of Amari. I'm trying to grab him. I'm like trying to see where he's hit because he's just sitting there just going. And I'm just like, man, I'm like, where you hit at? Where you hit at?
He discovered a bullet hole the size of a nickel on Amari's chest. Despite being rushed to the hospital in life-saving efforts, Amari didn't make it, leaving Peterson, his wife, and other children who were there too, heartbroken.
My daughter, she got hit. I could have lost her. You know, and it's gonna change her for life. My son, it's gonna change him for life.
Peterson says he lost the boy who made him the man he is today.
I was his coach.
Building Amari a life that he never had.
He got straight A's. He was a good student. He was a good team player. He was athletic.
Do you have any words?
This shit is sad, bro. Because I ain't gonna lie, this shit be happening to the good parents out there. You understand what I'm saying? The parents that actually want to be there for their kids. The parents that actually want to take care of their kids, make their kids have something, and want to see their kids grow and become a responsible adult. You understand what I'm saying? This shit that happens to them. Shout out to the real parents out there, bro. That stick by the kids' side. You understand? Try to make them become something. Try to change their life and give them different than what they had. Shout out to those parents out there. It's sad and very unfortunate that a lot of shit like this happened to those kind of parents. I don't wish it on anybody, but it just happens most likely more that I see to the parents that actually want to be there for their kids. It's sad.
Or whoever is responsible for all of this.
So if you have enough sense to pick up a gun and aim and shoot it, you got enough sense to take your responsibility of your actions.
A senseless act that left 2 other children and a 21-year-old dead.
This was one of the shoes that he had on the night.
Damn, bro.
His blood is on there. And
a father searching for peace with parting words to his golden boy.
And Daddy is sorry, and Daddy love you, and Daddy miss you.
You can't ask
Daddy ain't gonna never be right without you.
Damn, bro.
You can truly just hear the heartbreak in that father's voice. Patrick Peterson, he says that he feels like first responders could have done more to save his son. He also mentioned that he did see one of the gunmen who entered the building. He says that he was wearing all black and a mask, so he was completely unidentifiable. Of course, investigators are still searching for the shooting suspect or suspects.
Man, meet Patrice Williams. Thomas. That's Nyla's mother. She walked out of Superior Court on an unrelated matter on Monday, and she briefly spoke to a news reporter and said the following. I'm gonna let you guys hear what she had to say, but later on that night she went live, and I just later play that video as well.
If I could do anything to prevent this, I would. I threw a birthday party for my little daughter. She actually turned 2, and I just wanted all my family to come together, and everybody's getting together around and just start cutting the cake, and all we heard was gunshots, and everybody just fell to the ground. It was just unexpected. I actually thought it was my balloons popping. It was gunshots. So shocked and lost, and I'm lost of words. I'm speechless, and I just want to say I'm sorry to all the mothers out there that lost their kids at my birthday party. So it's my daughter's niece. Both his nieces passed away. My sister actually got shot. My cousin got shot. My son's friend got shot. My 3 of my friends got shot. My friend's baby dad got shot and got killed. Yes, I work for the AAA Whole Life Center. I work with the youth. And that's why it's really hurting me, because I see youth all day. I see kids all day. I'm a mother of 3. So for me to see kids on the floor and just bleeding and I can't help them, and I help people that I help the youth at my job, it was hurting me not to help them on the floor. Try not to be in public all the time with your kids, because anything can happen and bullet do not have a name. I believe that if you guys ever have a birthday party, just have a birthday party indoors and don't be outside.
I don't even think it matters of where you have the birthday party. It's matter about who you have there. You understand what I'm saying? I think that's more so of what's important. You understand? You can have whatever you want. You understand? Nobody's just gonna walk and shoot a random party. They were looking for somebody that was in that party, and like bro said, somebody inside that party leaked the address. So again, they were looking for somebody that was in that party and just didn't care who got hit in the crossfire. So I think it's more important to understand and be fully aware on who you're choosing to invite. The father of the kid chose to bring his gang member buddies there. They shouldn't have been there. You understand what I'm saying? If you gonna have a 2-year-old party, it should be just straight kids. You understand? Straight kids, adults that you know that are not out to be looked out for, or no type of violence is around them or can be brought to them. You understand? That's who you need to be inviting. But your boyfriend's baby daddy, whatever the case may be, gangbanging friends should never been there, in my opinion.
So fucked up, bro. So fucked up. Just so sorry to all the family. Nobody will ever understand how I feel, bro. I feel so fucked up. I wish they could have just took me. I feel like they could have just took me. Or why do they have to take everybody? Why do they have to take everybody? Why do they have to shoot everybody? Why do they have to shoot my sister, my cousins, these babies, bro? Do you know how much I have? I feel like I owe so much, explanation. I owe so much to these people. I just don't know what to do, bro. My babies, bro. My babies.
I ain't gonna lie, it's not her fault, but it kind of is. Like you're not responsible for what other people do. You understand? But the fact that you had all the people there at the party, kind of like holds you responsible. Me personally, I still want to get into hearing how and why in the fuck do you thought it was smart to have three babies by 3 different gangbangers? Why do you think that was smart? That's the part I think that probably eating at her, because at the end of the day, if you ain't have kids with no gangbangers, that shit probably wouldn't never happen. G shit. So to me, that alone is insane to me.
This is crazy, and I would never want no type of pity party for nothing. I just want everybody to love and just love these parents that have been going through everything. I know it was my party, but I really want everybody just to give the parents and the kids love and support. Whatever they can do for them, please, y'all. Just help these parents, y'all. I know I'm only one person. I can't do much. Please, for everybody in my inbox, I thank you for trying to reach out and all this, but if y'all can help me help them, it would be great. Please. It's really, really hard for me. I don't know what to do. I can only imagine, bro. If it was my baby, I would.
And then mind you, none of her kids got touched.
My party.
And she the one that threw the party.
My party, bro. Y'all don't understand. And like, I know everybody just bypass me and be like, you know, she ain't lose nobody. Like, she didn't lose her kid. Like, or she didn't do this or she didn't do that. She should never had that party, or nothing would have happened. Like, y'all can't have that type of attitude. Y'all can't have that type of, like, y'all can't have that type of attitude with me. Y'all can't be like that with me because it wasn't my fault. It was nobody's fault. Nobody even knew that was going to happen. I tried to bring everybody together. Literally, I thought we was all having a good time until all that stuff happened. I just want everybody just to please just give me that. Just please, bro. Please. Just give all this family love and support, donations, whatever. Like, I'm trying to do whatever I can to just provide for this family, like these families and kids and like everybody that's had gun violence, period. My sister, my cousins, please. System. Presence, whatever y'all have to do. If y'all have any type of therapy, anything, just reach out to these people, please. Like, that's all I ask. I don't ask for too much. I literally appreciate everybody that has reached out to me. I know some people would like to be nosy. Some people, this is like some movie stuff, and I would never even thought I would have even went through this, and I just will not.
For 11 people to get shot, and you walk out untouched, is a blessing for real.
And I know everybody's saying, you got kids, don't talk like that, but I feel like I'm responsible. I am so responsible. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, I would have blamed you. Keep it a beating with y'all. Keep it 1,000. You can't bring hood shit to a function and think that's not gonna happen.
Activity talking about I gave the address. I never gave the address to my baby party. Can you guys? Who I gave the address to is the people that was supposed to be there. Like, come on now, things happen. Just like these people run the streets and be gang members or wherever they want to be, things happen. I just wanted to get on here and let everybody know that I'm so sorry for not reaching back to you guys on social media. I have not tried to end this stuff besides posting the babies and my sister and everybody that has been shot and has been in a gun violence period. I just, please, just any type of funds, any type of anything, just please, even whatever you have to invite them to you guys' church, whatever, just please reach out to them. Like, just please. They needed more than me, and I know that I'm fucked up because it was my party, but they needed more than me, them babies, mom. I lost it. I'm so lost. Like, don't even like me, and they're gonna for sure put me down and try to talk about me on here. They could be in your inbox and saying, sorry, Tracy, I love you, Tracy, and this and this and that, but then they go around and be like, oh, that bitch did this or that bitch did that. I already know how it is, but I just want to reach out and just let y'all please give them parents they need, they funds, they guidance, they comfort, they whatever you guys give them, please. Whether y'all send them to the church, whether y'all send them to talk to a therapist, please just talk to them. Just give them that comfort, my soul to these kids. I will give them whatever, whether if they need another place to stay. Thank you so much. Y'all understand how I just lost these people. I didn't know what to do. I wish they would have just took me. Like, oh my God, like my baby daddy's just sitting here saying like they could have took him. Just take him and bring his family back. And it's like, then imagine how this happened and then just take Nano and Billy to jail. It's crazy. It's so crazy. Like, come on now, imagine what they thinking behind themselves. They can't do nothing. I definitely appreciate everybody that reached out to me.
Where's the part where like the dude that got
I
shot?
love everybody that loved me. Everybody make mistakes, and I did not make that mistake. All I know is I had a birthday party and try to bring everybody together.
You bring the wrong people together.
I don't want to be relevant. I don't want a pity party. I don't want nothing. I just want y'all to comfort them mothers and fathers and kids, period. That's all I want. Just please, like I said again, I'm to repeat myself, but just give them the guidance, they therapy, their resources, they anything, just comfort their mothers for them all. They need everything, whether you give them a place to stay or just give them funds, give them a church to go to, give them, whether you send them some food, just anything, just please reach out to them, y'all, please. Like, y'all don't have to reach out to me. I'm all right. I'm just lost because it's my birthday party and all this stuff happened. Imagine, like, come on, all this stuff happened, kids dying, my sister got shot, my fucking little cousin, that don't even have to be in this type of environment at all. Nobody deserved none of this. These kids didn't deserve nothing at all. Being a mother of 3 and these kids laying on the floor dead and I can't help them. It's crazy. All I can say to everybody is that I'm sorry. Please reach out to them, you guys. Please reach out to the mom, the father, the grandma, the nieces, just everything. Please just reach out to them and make sure they're all right. I don't need the pity party. I don't want the attention. I want them to get everything they need, whether it's anything, really, any resources you guys have, anything.
I can only imagine what that lady going through. Send 11 prayers to everyone once again who was affected by this story. It's heartbreaking for real. As mentioned, that was the mother. And when it comes to the dad, as mentioned, he was arrested for parole violation alongside his affiliate. There's also no word on the rapper MB Nail and his condition. But I gotta say this, fam. For somebody to walk inside a kid's party and do this, man, the whole community should want justice. And I'm gonna try my hardest to use my platform to shine as much light on it until they do. It's an unfortunate situation, but these the times we living in, heading into 2026. I'm praying for everybody at this point, fam. This was an update of a mass gunman, and I'm sure it was full, based on that surveillance footage that you heard at the very beginning in the intro clips. And if you guys missed it, check it out once again.
This shit is crazy. 209 times is insane.
Let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. I'll keep you guys updated as more develop. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And to them.
Hey, look, man. As I said before, my prayers and condolences go out to those that have been affected. Understand? Rest in peace to all those kids and adults that lost their life in the situation. And I pray, that all these families heal, because it's gonna be a long road to recovery. You understand? I think that's the worst thing a parent gotta feel, is losing their child to gun violence, especially when they got nothing to do with the situation. You understand? If your child's out there gangbanging and shit, and it catches up to them, then it's like they was a part of that. But when your kid is going to a function and it's a baby's party, kid's party, and they there just trying to have a good time, and they happen to see an artist, whatever the case may have you, and then when they show love or show support to the artist and then they get killed, that's insane. That's insane. You understand? So it's definitely gonna be a long road, but it definitely comes down to, again, like I said, depending on who you invite to these parties. You understand? I understand that everybody wants to come to these parties. I understand everybody wants to be a part of these parties, but at the end of the day, everybody don't deserve to be a part of these parties. You understand? A lot of people got a lot of shit going on with themselves, a lot of baggage that come with them, a lot of environments a lot of shit that they bring to environments that just not okay to be around for kids. You understand? Especially for me and for the mom, like I said, and I really want to get into that as to why you got 3 different kids by 3 different gangbangers, and then thought that allowing the baby daddy to bring his friends and whoever else they're looking for to that function, they shouldn't have been allowed there. The baby daddy should have came there, and it should have been that alone. You understand? Anybody else coming there, you gotta think, like, this is a possibility that this shit could happen. You understand? I understand, and I'm from the hood, so I'm well aware how hood shit go. You bring your op, Somebody get drunk, fight start, grown ass men want to act out, bugging out. You understand? This is supposed to be a family only party. You understand? Friends and family, baby daddy, baby mama, cousins, uncles, nieces, nephews, kids, and that's that. You understand? It shouldn't have been no type of bringing gang with you and nah, none of that. None of that. You understand? So it definitely sucks that kids gotta get caught in the crossfires, man. At the end of the day, I really think it's very important to keep those kids, like, keep your gang banging life and your personal life separate. You understand? One don't deserve the other. The personal life don't deserve to be a part of that. They didn't sign up for that. They didn't ask to be a part of that. That's you bring that shit to them. You understand? So it sucks, man. At the end of the day, a lot of people lost in the situation. No gains. You understand? A lot of people lost their lives, loved ones, memories, and so on and so forth. What was supposed to be a 2-year-old birthday party turned out to be a massacre. So it's a loss for everybody in the situation. Whether you're there, hearing about the community, whatever the case may be, it's a loss. So I hope they catch whoever is responsible for this shit and they violate. You understand? Yeah, that's the type of shit that y'all did was very distasteful, nasty, disgusting, however you want to call it. I don't think I could ever respect a man or even try to give or hear out a man that wants to walk into a party, see kids and still open fire. Run in, see kids, like, oh, nah, never mind, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? You standing outside shooting and you don't know who's inside, still. Somebody told you it was a party. Somebody told you it was a kid party. But for you to walk inside and still fire on them, seeing it, and you're still seeing kids, it's a different kind of evil. So I hope they catch y'all. I hope they, the family gets justice for their loved ones. I know it's not going to bring anybody back. And praying and everything else is still not going to bring them back. But all you can do is hope for the best and bring better times to them, because nothing is ever going to help them, get over this situation, being that some loved ones is lost. So thank God for those that survived, and may those that got lost alive in the situation, may they rest in peace. And I hope that the government that's responsible for the situation get caught and serve the punishment that they deserve for the crime they committed. And that's that. That's the end of the video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and what you guys think in the comment section below. You guys will find this video, and next time I'll see y'all.